Vanguard has been out for just shy of 3 months now, and after some time of the game being out, you might be wondering if it's worth it or not, and today I will go over that from someone that has a couple of days played in the game so far. Now, with Vanguard, there are 3 modes. You have the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies, the classic 3. The campaign will mostly be skipped over in this video as I have yet to play it and really don't want to that much, and because most people don't buy Call of Duties for campaigns. From what I have heard about the campaign though, it's really not that great, it's fairly short and really isn't that interesting, and it doesn't have the greatest of stories. But again, I have yet to play it, so take that with a grain of salt. Zombies though, is a fairly classic mode that originated in World at War, another World War II game, so surely it's good in this game as Vanguard is a World War II game, and Treyarch is also overseeing the game's zombies. Well, unfortunately, zombies in this game is arguably the worst zombies we have ever seen out of the franchise. First and foremost, it should be noted that this game's zombies isn't a normal round-based zombies like every other zombies mode ever created. It is like Outbreak from Cold War, but worse. All this game's zombies mode is that you spawn in on a base of sorts in the middle of the multiplayer map Red Star, and you can upgrade everything here and get your perks and get your pack punch, and then you do many objectives through portals, and they take you to other multiplayer maps, or occasionally you get part of Shino Numa. And it also doesn't help that almost every single objective in this mode has to be some of the most boring objectives you can do. It really is just mind-numbing activities that you get bored of within 20 minutes. And that's only the tip of the zombies iceberg here in Vanguard. There's also the other stuff like no pack punch camo or sounds. You literally just pack your gun and that's it. It's literally the same thing but a little bit stronger. Even Sledgehammer's previous zombies in World War II from 2017 had the zombies camo for packing your gun. It's just small things like this that ruin the mode and tarnish what makes the zombies game mode so infamous. Even then though, the mode is riddled with bugs and has a lack of basic features and a lack of content. The story in the game is so forgettable that if you don't pay attention, you probably will forget there is a story involved, and only having the one Outbreak type mode, but worse, and nothing else drives zombies fans away from the mode. It also doesn't help that you can't pause the game. Yeah, you could go into a pause menu, but it doesn't pause the game and the zombies still come after you. So if you have to go to the bathroom or something, then you can kiss your zombies game goodbye. It's really just taking the zombies name and ruining it in Vanguard. And most of the community, even people that are not like practically part of the zombies community, are acknowledging that this game's zombies suck. Really, zombies is maybe good for exploiting XP on weapons for your grinding multiplayer, but other than that, it's fairly useless and boring. And again, this zombies is being developed by Treyarch, so it has me curious on why they can go on something as good as Cold War zombies and then go on to make this. Overall though, zombies in this game is trash and almost everyone can agree on that. Moving on to multiplayer though, we make our way into better grounds, but not by much. Multiplayer in this game can easily be described as Sledgehammer putting all their eggs in the multiplayer basket and just praying that it works out for them. If you were to play Vanguard multiplayer, you would easily be able to tell that Sledgehammer put all their focus in the multiplayer, and unfortunately, it's not working out so well. If you have been looking around for other sources giving reviews of the Vanguard multiplayer, you would know that the mode is riddled with bugs, from audio bugs to visual bugs to mechanical bugs. Just bugs on top of bugs. And people that are saying this, they aren't lying. The game is truly filled to the brim with bugs and it's annoying to play with them. Now, I'm usually the type of person that could get past a lot of the bugs and just enjoy a game, but playing a game with 200 plus bugs and constantly getting horrible ping and packet burst, the game becomes unbearable after only a couple of games. And the worst part about all of this is that since launch, the game has only gotten worse, and my attention for the game has been dwindling because I don't want to play this game that much with all these problems here. Now, Sledgehammer has been acknowledging a lot of these problems and saying that they messed up and they're going to improve them, which I respect. The only problem here is that they have yet to actually do the improving part. There have been maybe 2 big updates since the game's launch, and in return, people are leaving because they just aren't taking care of this game like they should be, and with the skill-based matchmaking mixed in as well, for most people, the game really isn't an enjoyable experience. Now, out of everyone I know that has played this game, I am still the only one that plays the game, and it hasn't even been 3 months yet, just to show you how much people aren't liking this game. And the only reason I do still play is for camos, but the problem here is that after 2 months, the mastery camo is still bugged and no one can get it, and half the camo challenges don't track or require you to use an attachment that either doesn't exist or an attachment you don't get for another 5 levels. And with the incredibly slow weapon leveling, I can see why people are leaving, because I would have to just use these guns and do absolutely nothing besides waiting because I couldn't go for any challenges. And let me tell you, the game is boring. Having to just play the game like how it's supposed to be played has to be one of the most unenjoyable things I have gone through, and with the incredibly slow leveling, no one wants to touch any other guns besides one because it takes so long to level them. I feel like this is always a problem with CODs, and overall, multiplayer just isn't great. And that was only the tip as well, not to even mention the minimap not working like a normal minimap, squad spawning causing some of the most atrocious spawns, shipment having the worst spawns of all time, fire ruining every small range map to the point where it's unplayable, game crashes, server snapshots, no competitive integrity, no league play, overpowered shotgun still, perks like piercing vision, store bundles not working as advertised, pre-order bonuses being reskinned and sold, and just a plethora of other problems. It just doesn't end. And with all these negatives, I can still at least say there are some positives. For example, there is a ton of maps, which is nice because you can at least have some variety in the maps you play, and the core of the game is fun to play, like the gunplay and the movement. It's all just good. The sounds are also satisfying as well, and kill streaks are somewhat fun, and overall, if the game just didn't have all of its problems, it would be an enjoyable game. But the problem is that, while we have these positives, there are just too many negatives to make this game worth the time. And like most cases with CODs, the game came out broken and unfinished, and unlike most CODs, the game has only gotten worse over time and has only been losing players. It's just not a great situation, and with what's been going on with Activision, it only seems that this problem will consist. And it isn't just Vanguard. Warzone is having a ton of problems, and Modern Warfare is just straight up not playable right now. It's just a rough state for Call of Duty, and everywhere you look, there's just fire. And that's what makes this game not worth it. I won't even lie, I like the game, but even I can admit that if you're looking to get the game, don't. It's not worth it, and you won't like it. I would say get a better game like Halo, or wait several months when this game starts to get its problems cleaned up, and starts to look more like a finished product. It's just simply not a good game though. The campaign is probably the most redeemable aspect of this game, and I haven't even played it, which should say something. At least with Cold War, you had zombies to rely on if you got bored with multiplayer or fed up with it, but in this game you literally have nothing because the 2 main modes in the game aren't good. So please, if you are looking to get this game, don't. And if you got it for Christmas, I recommend you return it and get another game just to save your own mental state. If you did enjoy the video though, make sure not to leave without leaving a like and subscribing for more, but until next time, see ya.